The new main man in Denver, Case Keenum. With the rookie Royce Freeman in the backfield. They'll open up with play action. Jeff Hireman, the tight end, and a first down for Denver. Describe this Kansas City pass defense as perhaps the remedy for inconsistencies with Keenum. As Freeman somehow gets free and in a stiff arm for more. The rookie from Oregon, 18 yards. Let's look at Phillip Lindsay in the backfield now as Sanders comes in motion. And Lindsay with a nice hole. And look at this rookie go. The dynamic first-year running backs for Denver, 17 yards for Lindsay. Quick pass was off the mark, and nearly disrupting it was D. Ford.
Reminds you of a young Brandon Marshall almost, guys.
That's a good call, Boog. Here's Keenum on second down, taken down. D. Ford getting to him. Pressure coming again as he has to go underneath and short to Hireman. McManus, 4 for 4 on his field goal attempts so far this year. This from 42. I noticed there was a jewelry change on your hand tonight. Last week in Tampa, you were blinged out with Super Bowl glory.
Welcome to the Mile High, young fella. This crowd is electric.
As he completes his first of the night. Quick throw to the outside, and it is complete to Tyreek Hill. Mahomes checking, play clock down to 1. Kareem Hunt. As they tried for the extra effort, but he was stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. And they get it with Kareem Hunt. Now that's aggressive.
They missed the line, Denver's D.
Here's Hunt again. Good hole, and then he was taking a thundering hit as a flag comes in.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 99. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Hunt, plenty of room out of the backfield, makes a man miss, and then trucks another as he runs over Justin Simmons. Motion again pre-snap. Constant window dressing. Mishandled the ball. Mahomes scoops it back up and just falls ahead. Quickly out to Hill as he tries to get the corner against Roby. Mahomes steps up, batted, and it falls to the ground. That was Bradley Roby who got in the way defensively. Upon an opportunity last year as a rookie, took full advantage. He's 2 for 2 this year so far. And that is the first time this season that the Chiefs do not score field goals early on. Here's Lindsay again. Look at that hole. They have had success early on running the ball with Freeman and Lindsay in Denver. Look at the little guy back then. Keenum. Did he get rid of it, or are they marking him down? As they say, he was crashed down on by Justin Houston.
Back. You cannot step up with your footwork.
3rd and 11 now after the sack. Keenum backed up, has to go underneath the Hireman again, and Hireman cannot get free as a flag is down back at the 15-yard line. It was Chris Jones coming in after Keenum.
Holding. Offense, number 72. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is 4th down.
Frustrated. He gets beat on the first play, and then he wants to come back and try to do something like that. You got to be mature when you're playing the blind side left tackle.
Marquette King's punt fielded by the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And here goes Hill. Blockers in front as he's wrestled down in Broncos territory. Out of the empty set with time. Fires underneath low into the inside of Travis Kelce.
They can be physical with him at the line of scrimmage.
To your point, you see the next-gen stats there as to where he's lined up all over the place. 2nd and 10. And the guy who had the best chance at that was actually Bradley Roby. 3rd and 10. Roaring here in Denver. They're coming after him. Hit as he throws and incomplete. As Will Parks came all the way in from that safety position.
Be aggressive, physical, and like you said, Bogue, they're going to bring pressure.
Dustin Colquitt trying to pin them here with the punt. And good chance at it, but it goes into the end zone. Seattle and then Oakland lost last week on the road at Baltimore. Here's Royce Freeman. Another big hole and big run and a first down for the Broncos. They have been gashing that Kansas City defense. Here he is on the pitch to the near side. And they are able to track him down that time with D4. That Chiefs defense up front. 2nd and 10. Keenum gets it out quickly. Sanders lost his balance as he was trying to get around the corner. Brought down by Kendall Fuller. 3rd and 6. Let's see if he goes to his tight end, Hireman. He's targeted him 3 times already. He's come up with 3 catches. To the outside and a field for a first down to the veteran Demaryius Thomas. Good
on
job.
that blitz.
Very good job in pass protection. Lindsey just beyond midfield for the rookie from Colorado.
I'm a grown man. It's not about how big I am. It's about how hard I play.
Isn't that the truth, Lisa? And this time he is taken down at the line by D4. You know, to Lisa's point, Whit.
Man-to-man coverage. See if they can get some of these crossing routes going.
3rd and 5 for Keenum. They're coming after him again. And it's incomplete.
Feels that edge pressure.
Let's see if Marquette King can play keep away from Tyreek Hill. And he does so with a good-looking directional punt that forces him out of bounds. Remember, Kansas City squandered great field position last time. They were at the +41 when they got started. As Hunt should take us to the end of a first quarter where they swap field goals.
Alert, Tyreek Hill is in the backfield. Alert.
He sure is, Boog, flanking Hunt. And they get it right to him quickly. But can he get that edge as he works behind the block of Sammy Watkins so patiently? 5'8", 176. And they pitch it to him. Thomas. You see everything every which way with this offense.
You really do. I would like to be in the Wednesday morning install.
2nd and 4. Then they have this guy with an offensive line giving him a push. Kareem Hunt, who led the NFL in rushing as a rookie a year ago.
Just know you're going to get yours, but so is everybody else.
Play action now. Mahomes, look at the time he has, and then had a check down, and it's dropped by Hunt. 2nd and 10. Here's Hunt. Able to keep his balance, and look at him go! Kareem Hunt! How about that? What looked like it would be a minimal gain turns into a chunk play.
On the perimeter is huge for this offense.
46-yard run from Kareem Hunt as he goes for 4. Tyreek Hill has come back into the game. 2nd and 6. Spencer Ware, maybe a yard and a half that time as Pecco was clogging things up along with Shaq Barrett. Down up until tonight. 0 for 3 so far against this Broncos defense.
He's got Kelce.
3rd and 4. Mahomes gets it complete for a first down to Demarcus Robinson.
They got to do that over and over again tonight, Joe, to affect this young guy.
1st and goal. Mahomes. This is what he does best. Backyard football. Taken down and rolled up near the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. Quick strike to the outside and off the hands of Hill.
You see linebacker Brandon Marshall is on Kelce.
Mahomes, he's going to try to get there on his own, and he does so with ease. Showtime.
Watch his awareness, though. After he scrambles, watch him look back. See him peek? Wow. He wants to know if those defensive linemen are coming behind him. incredible what this guy can do. He's just extending the play. You see him there. He's a sponge with Andy Reid.
Look at this high, short kickoff by Butker as he forced them to field it with Janovich, the fullback. On Miller, illustrated right there. Philip Lindsay. Time and time again, massive holes. That one was created by Andy Janovich. First down has been a struggle for the Chiefs defense. Keenum with time, downfield, looking for the rookie, into the arms of Cortland Sutton.
Inside me tells me they might miss one Marcus Peters on the back end.
No doubt about that. Lindsay in motion, takes the tap pass, and with it looking for blockers on the edge as he is forced out just inside the 20 by Eric Murray. Second and 5. Here is Royce Freeman. Third down and 1. Pitch to Freeman. Taking a long time to get there, and then he breaks free. Cuts back inside the 5 and grabs a man for a touchdown.
Joe, they run the toss sweep here. Watch Royce Freeman's patience right there to be able to wait to hit that hole and then just carry him into the end zone. Look, he's heard all this talk about Philip Lindsay. His wingman says, hey, guess what? I got some game too. Rock. I'll take it to the end zone. Give him 6.
He took Anthony Hitchens for a ride. Broncos have 7 rushes for 69 yards on first down alone tonight against this Chiefs defense. Defensive coordinator, former head coach at Army, was up there at West Point for most of the 90s. Let's go down to the field for an injury report with Lisa. Second and 3. As Hunt will move the chains. Play clock is down to 2. As Thomas is ripped down by Justin Simmons, but a flag is down.
Offside. Defense, number 55. That's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
First and 5 after the penalty, as another flag is down, as he's able to find Conley.
Illegal formation. Offense, number 10 covered up an eligible receiver. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
The timeout. First and 10. Mahomes, quick out to Hill. Remember, Hill went off for a moment. He was limping back into the game and effective for 11 yards. And now he circles all the way back into the backfield, and then they quickly get him on a third option, and it just goes for a couple of yards. Flag is down, but he goes about 56 yards of running before he even touches the ball pre-snap.
Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 11. That's a 15-yard penalty replay. First down.
To watch Andy Reid and the evolution of what he is at this stage of his career with this offense. He threw it behind Kelsey. Mahomes and Kelsey just can't click tonight.
Oh, going behind Kelsey there.
Stacked up, driven back was Hunt. Goes for 3. A tidal wave of sound on 3rd and 20 as he drives the ball into the ground, and this Broncos defense
With the punt.
Colquitt boots it away, and here's Jones taken down by good coverage from Kansas City. Here's Keenum. Sanders splits defenders and will move the chains for 11 yards. Offensive line has done a really fine job running the ball with. Here's Keenum. Looking for an option on first down, and he's able to find one just beyond midfield is Emmanuel Sanders.
Credit that Bronco defense, Tess.
Keenum first down, trying to swing it out to Booker. Put it a little high, but Booker catches a seam and then is torn down awkwardly by Justin Houston.
Let's get the first down. You're right. Looked like a face mask there.
Booker again, and another first down. Playoffs and a special performance by good Charlotte. Keenum to the near side. Dangerous play as Orlando Scandrick was tracking that ball. Hireman shifts to the backfield with Booker as he tried to check down and go under to Hireman.
Matchup, the big physical play.
Keenum right at the sticks and right to Cortland Sutton.
The snap, the previous play is under review.
Yeah, he's short. You're right, Boog.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because he's coming back to the ball.
Let's see what they come up with here. Remember, rolling on the field was that he had the yardage for
After
a first
review,
down.
the runner's forward progress was at the 23.5-yard line. Therefore, it would be 4th down and 1/2 yard at the 23.5-yard line.
Yeah, Booker's mostly their 3rd down guy, but here 4th and 1. They fake the pitch. They're going to pass on 4th and 1. And reaching ahead with the extra effort was Thomas. Looking to break this tie. Off the edge, and he quickly gets it out to Thomas again, who is stacked up at the line of scrimmage by Scandrick. It's the Redskins, only 201 yards away.
He's got Cortland Sutton. He's got him.
They pick it up. To the end zone they go. Sutton out of bounds. Led him too far to the right. Fuller had coverage.
Have to go out of bounds or in the end zone.
3rd down and 10. They only bring 4. Shallow under that time. And that is what they will have to do as they go to Lindsey, and the clock is under 30. Hitchens with the tackle. This will be a 34-yard attempt to break the tie at the half. A well-managed drive by Case Keenum and the Broncos.
One of the reasons why he was throwing interceptions.
And Mahomes, folks, started the game 4 for 4. He finished that first half 3 of 11 passing. Empty set to start this second half. Mahomes. And it's been that kind of night with Kelsey.
Paying a lot of attention to him, and rightfully so.
Quickly to the outside to Conley, who is wrapped up by Chris Harris Jr. They only bring 3 as he escapes. Downfield, wide open, complete to Harris. Ad-lib Mahomes, showtime success for 24 yards.
Get somebody, keep him in the pocket.
Hunt will push ahead as he makes his way to the 45, a gain of 5 for Hunt.
You can see the defense a little bit better. That's the adjustment Kansas City's made.
2nd and 6, wide receiver screen. Thomas with a blocker in front as he weaves his way past Travis Kelce. 15 more yards. Hunt on 1st down. As big Zach Kerr. They talk about that photographic memory and how much it helps him with a complex offense like this. 2nd and 6, pulls it out of the belly, and again unable to connect with Kelce. These are the moments that Reed warned him about. It'll be louder than Pittsburgh. And you saw what happened because of it.
Well, here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes sees the blitz coming.
Matchup for Kelce.
Kelce yet to have a catch tonight. 3rd and 11. What can Mahomes come up with? Cross body, and he finds him. Finally, at a big moment. What a play. 1st and goal. Chubb with the tackle. Pecco with the finishing wall.
A shuffle pass underneath, possibly.
They fake it, give to Hunt, and he's met by Von Miller.
Man-to-man for the Kansas City Chiefs D. They're going to bring heat.
Robinson.
Sprint left. Get it out. He gets it out, but it's incomplete. Looking for DeMarcus Robinson.
Good job.
And now just a 21-yarder from Butker. Andy Reid in that offense. We'll talk things over as Philip Lindsay will be on the return here for Denver. Watch out. Picks up a block and is ridden down past the 30. Could have gone to the outside of that. Still went for 32 yards. When he told us this weekend, he said, guys, I've earned the right to be in this position. Got to have that confidence. Feel good about it.
Got it.
Great toss, but intercepted, is it? That was a heck of a play by Eric Murray.
He took it away.
Wow.
He took it away.
Eric Murray with a sensational pick.
Hireman's just got to go up and get that football. He's attempting to slow down, but
The
what a
ruling on the
play
field
by Eric
is
Murray.
an interception. First down, Kansas City.
Watch Eric Murray with that left hand get in between the paws of Hireman and pull it off. Kareem Hunt. Look at that leg drive out to midfield as he was pulling Brandon Marshall ahead for 7 yards. 2nd and 3 after the 7-yard run from Hunt. They go back to the ground, well blocked, and another big play from Kareem Hunt. Chris Conley. You know, amazing story with Laurent. He's from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 2nd down and 8. Circle motion from Hill again. Looks that way. Comes back. What a play call to Kelsey. A flag is down.
Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
But it all goes for naught as Cam Irving. Empty set for Mahomes. Circles around, extending the play, guns it downfield, giving his guy a chance as 2 receivers were converging there.
Does Denver come after him or do they play zone?
They're going to play a little man-to-man, but
Here they come.
Give this crowd another assist.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
We brought it up earlier. Penalties against KC, all on offense. 3rd and 17. Screen was set up one way as Holmes just has to throw it away. This Denver defense is doing their job. Penalties taking them out of field goal range as Dustin Colquitt comes on to punt. Oh, sitting right there with a chance. I formation with Freeman, going to stretch it to the near side. And behind that block of Andy Genovich, he's able to go ahead. Keenum at 139, doesn't have a passing touchdown. And a run game and defense stepping up in a pressure-packed Monday Nighter. Sanders, untouched all the way downfield until he's finally forced out. Now Lindsey will get his turn. And he was met at the line of scrimmage before falling ahead. It was Xavier Williams. Now it's a 2nd down with Case Keenum. Quick out. And up ahead is Lacoste. 4th-year tight end out of Illinois. 1 scholarship offer coming out of high school. Case Keenum. Lindsey. Nobody there at all as the rookie takes advantage. Grew up nearby in the suburbs, went up to Boulder for college, and now doing this with the Broncos. Imagine what a thrill it is for him. Reggie Ragland, the former Alabama Crimson Tide star, with the tackle.
Thomas on the outside, an opportunity to go make a play for you. I don't think that was going to him. Hireman's just got to have more awareness in that situation.
Broncos tonight 0 for 4 on 3rd and 10 or
He's got
longer.
Sutton. He's
3rd
got
and 10
him.
here. Sutton, end zone, and off his hands as a flag comes in as Orlando Scandrick was draped all over Cortland Sutton.
Pass interference.
Trying to get by him.
Defense, number 22. The ball
Scandrick held him the entire way down the field. You
Automatic.
got to let go.
First down.
He's a veteran player.
1st and goal after the penalty. Lindsey the lone back. Lindsey trying to dart ahead. Scandrick just got enough of him, but he goes ahead for 4.
Who didn't win early to still get a block.
Kansas City trying to run a man out onto the field as Lindsey goes ahead and into the end zone, and a flag is down.
Offside. Defense, number 21. That penalty declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
You know, I know he's a little guy, but let's look at the guy drive. And does he keep his knee up?
Touchdown.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Now, as you say, the little guy, 5'8", 190, is making a big impact here at home. Now stands atop this proud franchise. And it is his team who just took the lead over the unbeaten Chiefs. This would be the test, the national examination of Mahomes. Quickly gets it to Kelsey as he is taken down by Todd Davis and Chris Harris. Looks one way, comes back the other, now extending and gets back to Tyreek Hill. They don't. And Mahomes retreats, then goes downfield and nearly has it picked off by Shaq Barrett.
Patrick Mahomes had to extend the play and threw it deep.
Colquitt punting away to Pac-Man Jones, who celebrated his 35th birthday yesterday, as he gets the fair catch at about the 23.
Just Rolodex him through, and here comes Royce Freeman back inside.
And here he goes, as he tried to find that block, and then look at the balance from Freeman.
Musgrave's called a good game with his running attack.
Keenum
Got his
with
tight
time.
end. Got him.
Wide
Fullback.
open and into the hands of Janovich. 2-yard reception. Freeman back to business here as he goes ahead.
Wouldn't be surprised they ran that ISO one more time.
2nd and 6. Let's look for it. How about it? And as Lindsey goes ahead, it'll be 3rd down and about 4.
He's on Fuller in the slot.
Number 2 receiver, bottom of your screen, 3rd and 4. He's looking for Thomas. And he's thrown well out of bounds.
Throw to his fullback, Janovich.
So here's McManus from 46.
I think he'll regret that decision when the emotion calmed down and he thinks back on his time there. And, you know, somebody's going to pay him. I think he benefited from playing this year because he played so well.
That was the big talk about on every sports studio and radio show today, Boog. Now adversity for Patrick Mahomes after the road was so easy to start this season. Kelsey is just tripped up beyond the 30.
Make plays, and some of these guys, Tyreek Hill, we haven't said his name here in the second half much.
Out of the backfield, they get to Kareem Hunt. The Chiefs haven't trailed.
See, can he do it?
And Kelsey's his guy.
Mahomes rifles it to the outside, well off the mark, looking for Tyreek Hill, who was covered by Jones. Former defensive coordinator of the Dolphins against the mastermind offensive guy in Andy Reid. Spencer Ware on 2nd down with the carry. 3rd down and 6. They do bring pressure with Harris. They pick it up, and he gets it complete to Demetrius Harris. A flag is down.
Illegal use of hands. Offense, number 76. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Now throw it in front.
Pressure comes from the other side. Rifles it to the sticks. Tyreek Hill as they are waving it back at midfield.
Backyard ball.
Clearly down by contact there.
I'm on the perimeter, so if he doesn't have anything, he can run it.
Out of the backfield, Hunt, and still on the go. Look at Kareem Hunt doing it again.
Kelsey's back in. He's the matchup. He's got to come alive.
Here's Mahomes. Conley now, what a great stiff arm flag comes in as he punished Harris.
Pass interference. Offense, number 87. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down.
The clock is running down. 1st and 20. Here goes Kelsey. The arm strength is superb. Mahomes, a little too much of it there. To the outside and high, looking for Hill. 0 for 2 on 3rd and 1 tonight.
Man to man. Maybe get Spencer Ware out in the flat real quick.
He got him. Able to connect with Conley for a 1st down. Going underneath. Kelsey spins free, and he's to the 9-yard line.
Kill in the backfield. Try to get him.
They go to Hunt. Picks up a nice block and gets it down inside the 2-yard line. Here's Kelsey. In for the score.
Late, Chris Harris not set up. They're still pointing. He just pops it up, throws it out to Travis Kelsey. I mean, that is an easy walk-in touchdown there, but it's great recognition by Mahomes.
Those hands down, getting on him quick, because he almost picked that thing.
Mitchell Schwartz, who hasn't missed a game in his career. The ownership group here. Mr. Boland battles Alzheimer's. That was a great drive by Mahomes. Went 8 of 10, 84 yards.
The change early on.
Here's Lindsey as he goes under Williams that time. There's Sanders, was cut down that time by Scandrick. And trying to come in with a win and hold on to a 3-point margin. Keenum.
He's going to run for it.
Pushed out of bounds that time by Allen Bailey. Excellent play by Bailey to track Keenum. Well, these are the moments that can make a guy. Patrick Mahomes with the ball, 4:35 to play, trailing by 3. Quick strike and quick connect to Hill. Look for it here, 2nd and 2. And just like that, they do get him the ball, but look at how well it was played by Adam Pac-Man Jones, a loss of 3.
Kelsey's in man on the drag.
Here comes Von Miller. Oh, how did he pull that off? He got it to Hill, and they've got a first down.
It all now, Joe.
Wow, left-handed. Mahomes, that time they get to him. As Bradley Chubb, the rookie, and a late flag.
In the area, though.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 15. It's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. Second down.
The argument not persuasive enough. 2nd and 20. They go with the screen to Hunt. Another flag is down as Hunt works his way to the 49.
And they
Holding. Offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
You got one-on-one with Travis Kelsey on Brandon Marshall.
They bring 4 against Mahomes. And gets it downfield again. Time and time again. 3rd down and 7.
Run it. Oh, he's got him. Tight end.
Wide open. He strikes with Demetrius Harris again. Free play to the end zone. Kelsey. No. Out of bounds.
But Stewart knocked him out of bounds.
Offside. Defense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
49, 1st and 5 after the penalty. Kareem Hunt in the backfield with Mahomes.
And I look for him to run the ball. Eat
And
some of
that's
that
what
clock.
they do. And Mahomes gives way to Hunt. Here's Hunt, and he's in for the score. Kansas City takes the lead.
Motion to this team. Pat Mahomes leads them down the field and then gives it to his running back. We talked about it starts and finishes with this running attack. He just follows his blockers, gets his pads down. Holmes, we wanted to see how he'd handle adversity, Joe. Down 10 in the 4th, he responded.
You know, this week in the NFL, Holmes 192 yards passing outside the pocket. Folks, that is the most pass yards outside the pocket of any quarterback in the last decade in the NFL. His first year as Denver starter after getting a big catch and the big cash in free agency. Getting after him. as he was pursued by Armani Watts. 129 and a 2nd and 20. As he goes to the near side to the veteran Thomas. It was wrapped up by Nelson.
You have a chance to make a stop and secure the win.
Playing single high, it's open on the outside. Emmanuel Sanders and his receivers have some room.
That's not going to help. And now they're going to need something special.
Don't worry about getting out of bounds. Outside are your friends, especially Emmanuel Sanders.
4th down and 11, game on the line. Keenum. He gets it. Emmanuel Sanders. Sanders comes in motion, fresh set of downs.
Now we see
the 4th down, and now pressure again. Oh, and he finds him in stride. Here goes Jeff Hireman. The Broncos are in business. 36-yard reception.
Sometimes when you got them on the ropes, you don't clock it. You just run another play.
Let's see if they do. That is what they do. Half minute to play. Incomplete. That will stop the clock with 28 ticks. Keenum. Oh, nearly intercepted by Fuller, but they will live on with 22 seconds to play. And they pull this out. Keenum. Downfield, he's open, but he overthrows Demaryius Thomas.
Sanders right here, that's the guy they want to try to attack.
Here's your ball game. 4th down. Desperate times. Oh, he tried to lateral it. He was trying to lateral it to Sanders, and instead, it goes down to the ground.
Are you kidding me? I mean, Sutton gets the 1st down.
Could they have caught that and clocked it?
Well, they could have. They could have potentially do it. You know, they say like 11 seconds to be able to convert it, get everybody lined up. Look, I really believe with 16 seconds, that's why you work.
The pass was ruled incomplete. Therefore, turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Kansas City at the 28-yard line. Timer, please put 12 seconds on the game clock.
So they're saying, listen, he didn't even firmly control it enough before the lateral to constitute a catch.
Yeah.
They could have executed the pitch.
That's a gutsy call, man. That's a real gutsy call right there by the Broncos.
Denver's first blown 10-point lead in the 4th quarter at home since November of 2004. And you know who pulled it off? Showtime did. That guy, Patrick Mahomes. A star is born in the NFL, and he plays quarterback for Kansas City.